Welcome back to the channel. All right, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I remove all of the driver area components, the seats, the dash, the floor, and the two heaters, one there and one there. So there's many reasons why I want to remove everything up here. And one is I want to rewire the bus. I want to completely remove all the circuits that aren't needed anymore, add in circuits that I want to add in, and just clean up all the wiring on the bus. The second reason is to be able to insulate up behind the dash and the floor, etc. Real quick, I want to recap on where I'm at on the bus. So I got the roof raise done behind me. And then I still need to, let me turn this camera around. I still need to delete everything on the roof and delete plates on the flashers on the front and back and the 4 windows in the back. I already have those pieces. I just need to make a video on blocking all that off. But that's where I'm at. I'm gonna wait on that stuff and go ahead and get going on this. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, to make all this easier, is probably remove the seats first. And I don't know if I covered this in another video, but there's just some screws on the base of here, and underneath there, they're just screws holding in the base, as you can see right there. So I'm just gonna remove all those and get the seats out of the way. All right, that's one seat down. The next one has these just hex bolts. Looks like a 13, 14, or 15 millimeter, something like that. So I'm gonna get 4 of those out, and this seat should come out. It used to be connected with a seat belt, something with the seat belt, but I think I took all that off last time I took them out. So get those bolts out. So yeah, there's an anchor here. The seat belt anchor's right here, so just gonna get that nut and bolt out. All right, I got the second seat out. So you can see why I want to do this. All these wires. And I don't think, I'm using like 5 of these wires for the lights in the back. It runs all the way back there. So, I mean, none of this is going to be used, I'm pretty sure. This was all for like clearance lights, emergency exit sensors, and I'm going to run my own clearance lights and all the lighting that was on the body. I'm going to run all my new wires. So, yep, got to get rid of all that. Now I'm going to start taking out the dash here. There's these little, I think these just pop off. Let me see, maybe they screw off. Hold on. All right, so these just pop off. These little things right here, they just pop off. Sorry about the lighting. I'm in like a covered storage unit inside the closed up bus. So I have a headlamp. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just gonna go and pop all these off. And then there's a Phillips screw. Take that screw out. They go all along there, right there, all along the dash. And I'm gonna start getting those out. All right, so I got all of the screws out around the edge of everything. Now I'm gonna take all the screws out of these little panels. The screws there, all around on there, on this panel, right? And that panel as well. Now I'm not gonna unplug anything yet. I'm gonna make a separate video about the wiring. It'll probably be shortly after this video. Probably the next thing I do is start deleting wiring. But right now I just want to get access to everything. see, get familiar with what's where and what's going on with everything. So I'm gonna continue. Let's see if this, oh, this just pulls. I don't have a tripod today. I left my mount. So let's see if I can put you right there for now. So that just came right out. And all of this is pretty loose as well. So I'm gonna try to put y'all up on some kind of tripod and a time lapse. All right, so once I took these bottom ones out, this whole thing is just super loose now. But I can't pull it out because it's held in with the wires. So what I want to try to do, as you can see I'm doing, is these are like clips you'd use on a car. You unscrew the center part and it's like a plastic screw, and then the rest will pop out like that. So I've done that, and what I want to do is try to feed these panels through their hole so that I can pull this out and still keep everything plugged in. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. Here's the piece right there. I just pushed these panels through the holes. It was pretty tough. I had to bend and break stuff to get them through. I'm not reusing this. So if this is something you're trying to keep nice, you might not want to force anything. I mean, everything over here is still intact. All the switches are still intact. I can get to everything I need to down here and see what's what. All right, and in about half an hour, I'm dashless. So this one, I had to take out a couple switches and bend the panel to get it through the hole. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug those back in so I know where they came from. I'll probably be deleting them. It's for the fan switch, that fan, which is not connected and probably won't be running this circuit anyway, but I don't wanna have plugs just hanging and I don't know what they are, so I'm gonna plug them back in. Did a couple things. I found that somebody lost their marbles. Can't really see them, but got a video on that. Kind of funny. All right, so it's the next day. Overnight, I did take this cluster out and repair the broken solder joints. And now I have some things that weren't working, got them fixed. I'll insert a clip on the before and after, but the actual repair process is covered in other YouTube videos, so you can find them pretty easy. That's for international, specifically has this issue with the cluster. All right, here's a video of the dash before any repairs are made. All right, this is after the solder repair. Wait to start light works now. Parking brake now works. The amp meter works.